Exciting world. Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Cognac Confessionals. I'm your host, Deshaun, here at Where Media Meets Studios in conjunction with VJ TV, Farrell Films,
Hey,
History in the
hey.
Making Entertainment, Keep It Cloudy Productions. It's a beautiful Friday. It's what? January 19th, 2024. The year that the Lord has made. Yeah. It's happening. Let everybody introduce themselves as always.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Pharaoh, man. Just chilling and here for the people, man.
And it's your boy Camouflage, KAMM, in the building. We got a good show for y'all today. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
That's what's up. How y'all week been, man?
Oh man, everything's been epic, man.
Epic.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's more than just alright.
I mean, it's been
Yeah.
hilarious. Like I've been on Twitter the last couple of days. Remember a few months back when the old girl got hit in the face with the brick,
Yeah.
and this and that. She raised a lot of money, and one of the key things was that while this happened to her, another group of black men was just standing there watching. So a lot of black men got bashed, not protecting their sisters. When that's been exposed that the whole thing was fraudulent,
Wow.
they just issued a warrant for her. She actually punched a guy in the face
Oh.
that she knew personally, and he hit her in the face with a water bottle
Oh.
at a whole nother location. She then walked down where she was at and made the video with a group of dudes in the background who didn't know none of this was going on. And her story was originally that she was walking, a man asked her for a number, and she declined. The dude hit her in the face with a brick, and that's how black men are so aggressive towards black women.
Wow.
And other black men stood there
See.
and didn't protect her. And it trended on Twitter for a couple of weeks
I
on how
remember
black
that.
men don't protect black women or victims of this violence, this and that.
Right.
And she raised, $40,000 on GoFundMe.
Well, she better have that for bail money.
Well, then she got exposed that she had actually pulled the same stunt 3 years earlier in Minnesota. It just wasn't. It just didn't go viral.
Right.
And then she had all kinds of fraud arrests and everything like that. And and they went and pulled the footage, and they saw the whole thing. So now they just issued a warrant for her. And just go show that when certain things happen on these internets and it paints black men in a bad light, y'all hesitate for a moment before y'all jump on that train.
Wait, they
Real
pulled
though.
her footage or
Well, they went
footage?
back to the club that she said this happened at. She
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Wow.
So they went to, and then they found a friend of hers who said, "Nah, we was actually at this other club, and this is what happened." And she got into it with a dude that she knew inside of a car. So they went to
Wow.
that club parking lot, and they was able to pull the footage. And her get in the car with dude. She knew dude on personal level
Right.
already. She got in the car with dude. Her friend got in the car with his partner. Guess they fell out in the car. They got out, and she attacked him, and he
Damn.
hit her like back up off me. And then she walked down to the other club, made the thing, made the police report and everything like that. And her whole story fell apart. So yeah, they issued a warrant for fraud and a fake police report because I guess in the state of Texas where it happened at,
Yeah.
that level of bread being raised by deception is a felony.
Oh. That's.
It should be
Sucks
anywhere.
for you.
It should be nationwide. I know laws don't carry over from state to state, but yeah,
Yeah.
you
That's.
if you run you scheming like that for real, like it ain't that I'm against scammers. I ain't gonna say that, but I'm just saying like
I like if you scam institutions.
if you're
scam
yeah,
institutions, credit card, this and that. But when you scamming hardworking people, I ain't
Right.
feeling it.
right.
If somebody goes scam the student loan people and give everybody an 800 credit score.
Student loan people, the ones you got to pay for 20 years and your balance go down $5.
Yeah.
That part. Man, so what else is epic? What's been epic this week, man? We got a monsoon going on outside.
Oh,
Man,
yeah, it's
playoffs
weather.
going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sports is sports, and the Raiders agreed to make Mr. Pierce they coach. That's what's up.
Who
Raiders. You know that
made who they coach?
Pierce, AP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, When they removed the interim tag, so he is the coach now.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Seemed like a lot of Raider fans wanted brother to be the coach, from what I've been hearing.
Yeah. So hopefully, I mean, he had us. He turned it around. So that you need that in that locker room. So definitely looking forward to that. But then we got last week's playoff, the one and done boys.
Here they go.
The perennial one and done, one drink, no show.
Here we go.
Cowboys. How are you
I'm
Cowboy
praying for,
fans? I feel
I'm
sorry
praying
for you.
though that the Niners make it to the Super Bowl
And
end up
lose.
facing the Ravens.
And lose.
And
Again.
I want to see all the love and emotion that the Niner fans got,
Yeah.
and then Lamar Jackson do the damn thing, win the Super Bowl, and man,
Lamar Jackson is due for a Super Bowl. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
but just not this year, please. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? He doing his
know.
thing. He not the greatest passer in the world, if you ask my opinion. Just looking at his stats, he averaged about 200 yards passing a game.
he's actually better than Purdy though.
But he do a lot of running. He do a lot of escape artists. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So,
He's a
Best
beast.
since Vic.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like him. I'm a Jackson. They got on me because I said I was gonna get his jersey at the beginning before this season even started, because that's my last name.
Yeah.
But and then I respect the fact that a black man is able to accomplish what he did. But I just don't want to see it this year. Let's go, Houston. Come on, next week, baby.
I can't see
Proud.
You know, seeing as
All the
the
way.
Niners is actually unofficially the most racist team in the league
Mhm.
because they filled with white supremacists in the front office and the
shit.
field.
All over.
I think it just would be more beautiful
If they lose.
to Lamar Jackson.
But what about all the brothers that ain't with that though? Debo and all them. That's like.
Yeah, you know that's
Why
a real.
wait, hold on. Why you say the 49ers is racist though? Because
Nick Bosa was notorious for some of the things that he tweeted, and then just before the draft, he cleared his page. His girlfriend, I don't know if they've ended up getting married since that time, had also would say some wild racial shit, and then she cleared her Twitter just before the draft. But they do have screenshots of some of the stuff that he was saying and that she was saying. Then Lynch, the GM, was known as a good old boy. Shanahan, I haven't heard anything about Shanahan, but I know his pops had a certain reputation. So I'm not gonna smear him by his pops' reputation, but Lynch was well known for being a kind of some bullshit, and he personally selected dude to be the coach. They brought Bosa in, so and then there's the other dude, like what's the tight end, Kittles, hell of a player, right?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about him of being problematic. I don't know anything about him of problematic, but the problem I have with him is that I see certain antics that he do on the field, and I'll see announcers and media saying that he's just exuberant, he's passionate, but if he was black, he would be considered as showboating and arrogant. Because when they get to winning, he's dancing, he's sticking out his tongue, this and that. He's lauded as and that's a prime example of white privilege. He's just passionate, this and that, right? But the brother in the same situation
Ain't showing out.
would be kind of done. But I don't know if he has anything bad. And he's a hell of a ball player. I mean, he's shit. And I do like the other boy they got, even though I thought it was funny that they managed to find the rawest white running back that I've ever seen in Christian McCaffrey. I was like, well, y'all ain't got a white running back. But McCaffrey is raw as fuck. And I remember his dad was a raw dude. I think his dad won a couple rings with Denver. But McCaffrey is raw. So realistically, I want to see Baltimore win, and I know they won that regular season game. But fuck, man, the 49ers got so many weapons on both sides of the ball that I'm cheering for Baltimore. I want to see the brother win, but realistically, I wouldn't put no dough on it because for the money, that 49ers team is stacked on both fucking sides of the ball. Like, Jesus Christ, the receivers, the defense, like fuck. I was surprised they didn't go undefeated.
I got a question for you. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so my high school chat group, fantasy football,
Mm-hmm.
all my boys I already know. They probably just recorded what you said, about to send it because I hear this racist, hell Hitler, all this shit all the time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you like Nazis and all this shit.
Right.
Okay, so here's
But
my
if
thing.
you keep it strictly football, that 49ers team is some bad motherfuckers on both sides of the ball.
But so far as Bosa, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So I did see that. That shit had pissed me off before we even picked him, right? But then he also came out with a statement saying like, I apologize. Like, basically, okay, I'm gonna dumb it down.
He did the
I
study.
wasn't really grow up. I didn't grow up around no black folks. Like, I didn't really know no black folks that I grew up around. Like, I was a product of my environment where I was taught to think that black folks was bad. But like, now that I really fuck with them, like, I think that's some bullshit. Like, I don't even know why I was on that. That's what his press release said in a nutshell.
And I could definitely respect that.
And the boy rocks Jordan cleats, a black man. He, when you watch him on the sideline, he's embracing these black men. They seem to have a real relationship. It could be fake.
He should have was racism in football. But the thing is that under that level of scrutiny, do you think that a person can change, or do you think that it's just? Oh yeah, most definitely, because that's logical. And he's a good old country boy, and he's been a football star all his life. I think his dad played in the league, or somebody played in the league, his dad. And so he might have grew up in a completely sheltered environment where outside of some teammates, he might not have ever knew anybody personally. But when you get to the pros, you got to work more intensely. You got to work more people. So that is a logical thing, and he owned it. Yeah, I did it, and I did it, and I was coming from this place, and I've grown since then. So, if it's sincere or not, at the end of the day, we can only take a man at his word, and he didn't downplay it. He owned it. So you gotta give him credit for that. And after all these years, if he was a racist dude, like I like to bring it up to stick a needle in it. If he was a racist dude, there are people, teammates and stuff like that, that would call him on it, and nobody's called him. In fact, everybody seems to really love the guy. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt that he did change and grow, but the personality to the side, he's a hell of a football player. That motherfucker's a beast for real. So I'm just saying overall, it's
I still
people
want
have
them
certain
motherfuckers.
views, but people have certain views. But in the NFL, you work so closely together that if you really is on some clan shit, I would like to think some of the brothers would call you out on that bullshit. Like they're not all over there tap dancing,
Yeah.
But it's gonna be hard. They're gonna be hard to beat in these playoffs.
All right, another team that
One and done. Fly, Eagles fly.
You know what happened? So we whooped Dallas ass and we whooped the Eagles ass, and then we gave everybody the blueprint. That's what happened.
Oh, that's what happened.
Pretty much, if you noticed, they was
Eagles had an off year this year though. Eagles was off this year. And Kansas City, they was all off this year, man. They didn't play good ball all year.
They was on it till they saw us.
Something broke in that locker room. Somebody got touched on or something.
Somebody get Hurts up out of there, man. Get him somewhere they're going to love and appreciate him. Because this man that carried them to the mountaintop, and now I'm hearing people say, maybe he can't quite get it done.
Yeah.
Well, they always
Y'all
say
will
that.
knock it off.
They always say that when it's a melanated quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just not him.
And they saying Lamar going to win the MVP again this year. Okay. So if he don't bring the Super Bowl home, it's going to be, he's only good in the regular season, but that style of ball can't win the Super Bowl.
Championships.
Listen, man, that's how it go. It's gonna always be criticism.
Steve Young played that style of ball.
You're only as good as your last game. But see, that's the thing. But that's the thing. They get on Purdy, and I've seen several media posts or podcasts or things like that where they're saying Purdy is garbage and he's not good and he's got a good team. But when
Somebody else
Steve
went
Young
17-0 with them
when
Wiggins.
when Steve Young came in, he came in for the injured Joe Montana. He came in, he had a great team. The team was already built. All he had to do was just throw the ball.
But there's a but.
Okay.
When Steve Young came out of college, he was acknowledged as one of the rawest motherfuckers niggas ever seen. His ability to run the ball, pass, everything like that, he was considered a future GOAT.
Right.
He goes to Tampa Bay, though. They on this god-awful team. He damn near washes out. He comes to the Niners. He's a backup because it's Joe Montana.
Yeah.
But he would have started anywhere else. He buys his time. He takes over. Remember, Joe got hurt that one year.
Yeah.
He balls out like crazy. Joe comes back. They win the Super Bowl. Next year, Steve steps in. Nothing changes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he
But they had a
continues to
great
carry the
team.
team. But my point is that Steve Young came out of college being considered a potential GOAT.
That's where people misunderstand.
Purdy wasn't Purdy like the last nigga picked?
Listen.
And Trey Lance, and he only got the shot because Trey Lance got hurt.
Listen,
Brock Purdy wouldn't even made a roster somewhere else where Steve Young was a number one draft pick.
But that's the same situation. He is not. Listen, he's not Brady. Nowhere near, nowhere close. Not even in the same universe.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
But the issue with Brady was that he was not athletic enough to be able to compete in this league. The boy ran 40 times slower than offensive linemen.
Yeah, wasn't he like 4'9"
Yeah.
or something? Like some wildly.
So the knock on him was the dude was too slow. If you blitz him, it's a wrap. It's over and done with.
They didn't
The
anticipate
knock
that.
on Purdy was that the boy has no throwing power, which he does not. Here's the thing, which
Hey,
he
what's
had.
up, Black Queen?
The boy done won at every level of football. The boy won a championship in high school.
But he couldn't beat Trey Lance out.
The boy,
Trey had to get
the
hurt.
boy won a bowl in college. The boy came to the NFL, and now he's hitting iron, and he's working out with NFL scouts. He's leading the league in yards per pass. Nobody passes, so they say, "Oh, he's dinking and dunking." No, he's not. He's throwing the ball further than anybody else.
Some of them cats is getting a lot of yards after catch.
But why?
It's
But
the
why
yak,
though?
man.
Is
It's the yak.
he's-
Pun intended.
He's throwing the ball yards after the yak. He's throwing the ball directly to cats, though. That's the thing.
Okay, he's accurate. I mean, of course he's on the. But put it to you like this: if I kidnap Brock this weekend, and some kind of way pull up and say, "Hey, I bent the rules in the league," Baker Mayfield is going to take the field for the Niners.
He gets sacked every time.
Baker, y'all would still be the
No,
overwhelming
we would not.
favorites
No, we would not.
with
Bro.
Baker Mayfield.
I don't
But what's
think
that
so.
other? If you took Brock Purdy out, woke Johnny Manziel up off a bender,
But
and put him out there,
That's the
they're
argument. So.
Hell, if you put me at quarterback and I'm handing it to
No.
McCaffrey and I'm trying to throw it to this one or that one, they still win some games
Okay,
with me at
no,
quarterback.
No, you don't. Now, let me tell you why.
And I'm not better than
I got
Brock
the perfect
Purdy.
example. We have the same offensive line that we've been having. We have one or two cats come in here and there for the last couple years. We got the same team. We got Trent Williams, who's the best, arguably. Like on John Madden, he has the highest rating out of any football player at left tackle. 99 overall, or 98, I think it is. All right, we got Williams, right? The other linemen were 60s and low 70s. The weakest offensive line in the league. That's
Are
what
you
I'm saying.
about to sell it that the Niners ain't loaded?
So, no, our offensive line is shitty. We have one of the shittiest offensive lines in the league. Case in point, what's my logic behind this? I've watched Darnold. I've watched Lance. I watched what's it called? I went to the Raiders.
Garoppolo?
Yeah, Jimmy G. when they in the pocket, what are they doing? They getting sacked over and over and over again with the same dudes. He comes in, he's making quick decisions, he's getting the ball out quick. That's what the difference is. Shanahan said, "You know what's weird about about Purdy?" He said, "I'll ask him this complex question,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll look at me, and I'm waiting for an answer, and he's like, 'You got it?' And he goes, 'Yeah, I got it,' and he just does it. So certain people have a knack for thinking quick.
That's football IQ.
He's analyzing quick, man, and I'm not saying he's
So
like,
y'all wouldn't win no games with Baker Mayfield.
yes, we will win games with Baker
Thank you.
Mayfield.
And why?
But he will be
Because y'all
getting
team is
sacked
loaded.
a hell of a lot. But
Y'all might win in 17 game season, right?
Mhm.
Do you think y'all would go 0-17 if I was the quarterback?
Yes.
Me handing the ball to McCaffrey, me throwing this. I could probably get a nice 5-yard screen pass.
But-
Y'all wouldn't go 0-17
Okay, did you
with
see
me
the
as
pass?
quarterback.
2 weeks ago, the boy McCaffrey fell on the ground. He threw the ball. He's hitting people so wide open. The dude fell on the ground, got up, looked around, and then made it like ran to the touch. Like it's a difference between people
So I could do that.
throw the ball and then you gotta reach for it. You gotta try to find it. Like he's putting it in people's pockets. I just think he's not giving enough credit, man. Like I
He's
think
giving enough credit.
I think we would win a couple
I just
games.
want
with
to
being
see
quarterback.
how it'd be when
you
y'all
know what
lose.
I'll say. The
When
same
y'all lose.
conversation because I wasn't a believer. Second or third year when we got Steph Curry, everybody was saying the same shit they saying, bro. It's some people that's different, man. It's some
Okay.
people. Oh,
Well,
he
that
ain't-
was
he can't-
silly to get Steph
he-
Curry because you already had Monte
He
Ellis.
can't play no defense. Then he leads the league in steals.
But they had
he
Monte
can't-
Ellis at
He
the time.
can't play off ball. No, when he led the league in steals, there wasn't no Monte. And they
But
said,
I'm just saying that original skepticism was, okay, you already got Monte Ellis, a cool offensive guard who might not necessarily can defend, and now you bringing in Steph. It was illogical.
But when you
It was
watching the
illogical.
games, you like this dude just shot from half court for no reason
I
at
mean,
all.
everybody got proven wrong, but you got to admit that a lot of people was like, why the fuck would you get this guy and you already got Monte Ellis?
Well, it's to be proven.
And you also got to remember, the Warriors was known for making silly shit. Like, a lot of people don't understand. Gilbert Arenas was a second-round draft choice. Coming into that second year, the Warriors, they could have signed Gilbert Arenas to a long-term contract.
True.
Instead, they actually chose Bob Sura to actually be the
yeah,
starter,
Bobby Sura, yeah.
and felt Bob Sura was better than Gilbert Arenas. But just on opening day, Bob Sura twisted his ankle. Gilbert goes out there, balls out of control, and then they try to re-sign him, and Gilbert's like, nah.
yeah.
But they could have locked Gilbert in. They chose Bob Sura. So you had a Warriors team that was making decisions like that. So when they picked Steph Curry, you automatically thought, oh, they fucking up.
Yeah, right.
You
Some
thought
dude
they was
from
just fucking up.
Davidson College. Who was
Come
Allen
to
Davidson?
find out, picking Draymond, picking Clay, picking Steph, them was beautifully brilliant decisions, and they really should have 5 rings.
You know what I'll
The
say?
fact that if Kevin Durant don't go down that one year, if Draymond don't melt down against Cleveland, and Durant don't go down hurt, they'd actually have 6 rings.
True that.
Being a Niner fan, I've seen so many quarterbacks come and go. I've seen all the dudes come
Trey
and go.
Lance was better than y'all gave him credit for.
Alex Smith.
But you know what Trey Lance did? He held the ball too long in the pocket, and that's what Purdy does not do.
Trey Lance.
When you try to
I
hold,
thought he was pretty good.
I love Trey
Alex
Lance.
Smith was pretty good too, but I understand from what I
He was a decent
understand,
dunker.
Alex Smith was not a likable personality. Even coming out of college, like it was a choice. Like people were like, "Oh, we're gonna get Aaron Rodgers, or we're gonna get Alex Smith," and a lot of people was like, "Man, Smith is a jerk, man. People do not like blood."
Well,
So who's y'all pick for the Super Bowl?
as long as y'all don't win, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm on some. I want Baltimore to win, but if I had to really put cash down, I'm not betting against the Niners.
I
They're
would.
just too good.
I would.
I mean, I'm a
would
bet
you
against them
bet
because
on?
I dislike
But
them.
I don't bet on sports.
Who would you bet on?
If you
I
had
don't bet on sports.
gun to your head,
Mhm.
who you picking?
Um,
Realistically, who you think can beat the
Realistic?
Niners in the playoffs?
Baltimore for sure. Quiet as cap. I think Green Bay might give them a little something this weekend.
Oh, Green Bay ain't gonna be no
Yeah.
punks. What people don't understand about Green
And them
Bay.
Lions.
they gonna run
Hey,
up the
them
score.
Lions. Them Lions. Yeah, them
No,
Lions.
what people don't understand.
Nobody this weekend can see the Niners.
What people don't understand about Green Bay is that
Watch Anthony say Purdy about to play like the last pick in the draft tomorrow.
Green Bay.
Mark knows football, so in that case, I feel comfortable.
Green Bay lost, I think, 5 games by less than 4 points.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that Green Bay is a team that has a rookie quarterback. They lost 2 games by 2 points or less, and they lost 3 games by 4 points or less.
Take
So you
Green
have to-
Bay's quarterback
so
and
you-
put him on the Niners and put Purdy on Green Bay.
No, I don't think so because I see Love throwing a lot of fucking wild passes. Purdy don't. This is what I hope Purdy don't become. Flacco led the he has the record for the most 300-yard games in his first starts. I think he had like 7 300-yard plus passing games. Remember he came in and he was on fire. They was winning like a muff, and then now
teams
he trying
got
to
the
redeem
blueprint.
himself.
But didn't he win 2 Super Bowls?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it was one.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
got one.
yeah, I think it might be one.
Yeah. When they
I will
beat
have to look.
when
it
they
up.
beat the Niners.
Okay.
Was it? Wait,
Yeah. When they beat the Niners. When it was the Hardball Bowl. Yeah.
Hardball Bowl, yeah.
Hey, shout out to Harbaugh, man. That boy won the That man took the national championship when they was talking about firing him a few weeks ago.
Yeah, shout out, man. I got to
That's the ultimate drag your nuts across somebody's face and be like, ha 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 ha.
And shout out to my man Dion. He's the recruiting class that he's putting together next year. All of y'all who had jokes in 2023, boy, the shit ain't about to be funny in 2024.
Wait, give him like 2 years though. Wait till he get like 2 or 3 years though. It's about to be a wrap, bro, for the whole college.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling
He's
you.
gonna be loaded for bear. They bringing in transfers.
why?
They bringing in high school
Because
recruits. They
check
bringing
this
in
out,
weapons.
man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this is my issue with a lot of college sports, right? And this shit might sound weird, but I'm gonna just air it out. See, I'm a history buff, and I've seen teams like Alabama and a lot of these other colleges that used to who ride the buses and stand outside with signs and spit on the black players.
Man,
and all
say
that
that.
shit. And then now that you win with them, you good. Now it's everything is all love and all that shit, right? And I'm saying, I say all that to say, like, Dion is going to get some of that talent that a lot of these institutions that didn't really want us there in the first place,
Right.
he's going to get those guys. And I think that's going to be the biggest problem for college.
I can see
And
that.
hopefully it opens the door for more charismatic. Like, for instance, I was hearing a rumor on Twitter that Ed Reed was actually going to join Dion's staff. But last year, I know a couple years ago when Dion was at Jackson, Ed Reed was supposed to had signed to be a Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah,
And then he had kind of criticized some things, and they got pissy and fired him. But cats like Ed Reed get another shot because it's not because man, if I'm trying to go to the next level of football, right, and I can sit at the foot of somebody like that,
right.
what these Urban Meyer, what these other dudes is talking about is Lane Kiffin and all that. What they talking about is nothing.
Right.
If I could sit there and fuck with Dion or Ed Reed or this one or that one, then they talking about what's the boy used to play
Ain't
the
Warren
running back.
Sapp? Ain't Warren Sapp going there too to be
I didn't hear
one of the
that.
coaches?
I
up
heard
there?
that was a rumor, but I think they was testing the water because he got them allegations on him from that Me Too movement. And anytime you got them allegations on you, whether they real or not, or whether it's flimsy or whatever, your name is mud. Like, look at the boy, the actor boy. They got video footage of this man getting chased down the street, fighting the chick off, this and that, and he's still getting fired. He getting fired. People are announced that he might be in a movie just so they can say, but we fired him.
Yeah, that's just.
I thought when they showed that footage, I thought he was going to be good, right? Then when the jury found him guilty, I was
Right,
like,
right,
but
and-
everybody saw the footage, like it, and they really is taking everything away from this man, and I'm sitting here like, that shit's bananas to me.
Oh, speaking of taking away, we talked about K-Stop Won't Stop a couple of weeks ago.
Mhm.
He never owned Ciroc, but that De Leon, he's out on that too now.
Yeah.
So it's just.
And I feel bad because the other day I bought me a bottle of peach Ciroc. Now I love peach Ciroc. I really love it, but I first only fucked with it because of Diddy, and then I loved it, and then I bought the bottle, and then I came home and looked on Twitter like they wasn't fucking with it. I was like, well, if y'all not fucking with Diddy no more,
That's fucked up.
I'm not fucking with y'all no more.
Yeah.
And that's not to say, not in no did Diddy do it or this and that, but I'm honestly like, we been knew Diddy was a lightweight weirdo. The black community did. And we knew that he might be. It was so much allegations and rumors about shit that now they've been like, yeah, okay, this nigga's kind of documented that he was into some other shit, and we like, we been knew it. But we look at it from a real black folks perspective. Like somebody else might say, oh, he abused her, right? But we'll say, well, she might have been kind of willing with some of that shit till she wasn't willing. So we kind of be having a different perspective. Like, they got this new thing on YouTube where they bring in 20 chicks and some entertainer, and then you pick them. That I seen one with Charleston White, this and that, right? But Lil Duval was on one, and the chick was like, and he was like, hey, I got a woman, so if y'all want to come fuck with me, you gotta like girls.
Right.
And one of the girls said, well, shit, off the liquid courage, and he's like, oh, you ain't finna Me Too me. If you ain't with it, then you ain't with it. If you got to get drunk to be with it, you'll never. He's like, he raised up out of there like, you'll never get me caught up in that. You got to get drunk to do it.
You ain't with the shit.
Cold world.
That's smart.
And Charleston White was on there basically dismissing everything. But that's been the news. I've been watching a lot of those videos. They have all kinds of cats on there. They even had, what's the boy? This young rapper from like somewhere in Louisiana or something. NLE Chopper. And this cat was so smooth. He's a young dude, early 20s. But every woman, even when he dismissed them, he gave him a compliment. He found something cool to say about him. Then they brought the boy from the Migos out there. And I give him credit. Some of the chicks in there, I'm 22, I'm 23, and you're like, oh, you just a baby. You don't need to be up in here doing those. Like, go home, go to school. You know.
Some education.
But
no one he could send her through the ringer, or she could send him through the ringer.
Yeah, but it's like this. It's like as these entertainers, or if you're in business or whatever, man, the days of just having it your way is over. You really gotta be cautious on how you move. And even if they with it, you always gotta remember, a lot of them is with it until they're not with it or it don't benefit them no more. And then they'll literally have you out here looking like Satan.
Right.
You know, there are people that's supposed to love you denouncing you.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, just watch yourself. If you have money,
a whole lot. It's still a lot.
Hey, y'all need to start. Y'all got to start taping your encounters. You got to start getting them NDAs signed. You really gotta to do that.
If I was in the world,
You have to protect yourself.
I would have a sign. Actually, you wouldn't even come to my house. But I would have a sign like dude did the girls going wild shit.
Big ass sign. You walk past the sign, you are consenting.
And they locked him up anyway.
Well, we gonna have NDAs. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
You got to look into the camera. Yes, any activities that's about to take place on with. They was bashing T.I. for a chick who they didn't even touch. They said you got to give up your phone and take these pills.
Oh no, ain't no pills. I don't want no drugs. I ain't with that shit.
And
anyway.
she said, I'm not giving up my phone. I'm not taking that. So they said, all right, then you got to raise up. She's one of the people suing.
Wow.
And she got raised up.
Yeah.
She admits in her part of the lawsuit that nobody touched her.
She just like, fuck that. I'm mad because I couldn't get taken advantage of.
You're right. Yeah, that's a waste of money, lady.
I'm sorry.
But nah, so many of them, and he's looking so bad that they started settling them suits.
Yeah.
Put you
Some
like
things
this.
are cheaper. You gotta weigh, okay, legal costs to go into court X amount of time versus giving her a little cheese
Mark
and telling
Anthony
her
is the king of NDAs.
giving her the boot.
Yeah.
But see, there's certain cats that, man, boy, people be talking about they so serious with this exposing. Put you like this. Right now in Los Angeles County, and ain't no alleged to it. Right now in a sealed part of Los Angeles County, there's about 37 lawsuits against Oscar De La Hoya that was all settled out of court.
I ain't heard that.
Right now. Oh, actually, Sports Illustrated did an expose on it. You can actually Google Oscar De La Hoya and Sports Illustrated. They did a whole article on it. Where Oscar was doing all that R. Kelly shit.
Wow.
But the thing was is when some of the people started coming forward like R. Kelly, Oscar's people got so on top of it, they grouped them all into a settlement, and they paid settlements of like 37 cases. And then he got married to the girl that was had a baby by the rock and roll cat, and cleaned up his image to a family man. But Sports Illustrated, like, if anybody think I'm bullshit, you can Google the Sports Illustrated Oscar De La Hoya issue, because they broke it down. They exposed him. That's why he went and bought. People don't know Ring magazine is actually owned by Oscar De La Hoya.
Right.
Part of the reason why he bought it was because he was so mad at Sports Illustrated for exposing him that he wanted his own media outlet, and then he started Golden Boy Promotions. So now Oscar strictly controls the media narrative about him, because of Sports Illustrated exposed him. But yeah, Oscar was on that R. Kelly shit. 14, 15-year-olds, and he sold the. See, R. Kelly told everybody to go fuck theyself, and that's how he got whooped. Oscar immediately opened up the checkbook.
Speaking of, you had the what was it in the NBA? Had the one,
The white dude.
the white dude, and he ain't facing no charges for his alleged situation.
I saw like he can't even deny it. They got pictures of him and that girl. I don't know how he slipped out of that one. I don't think he even sat out any games.
Yeah, it's just.
So yeah, he.
Cold world.
You know what they say? The complexion
For the color protection and the collection will lead to insurrection.
That's wild, because I would think if
Let that have been Tyrone or Leroy.
people would be demanding, and you know the cold part about it is even other black people would be demanding that that you take a seat. And dude, that case was front page news, and then I heard nothing else about it.
Only Negro that I know of that got away with that shit was Karl Malone.
You know what? Mark Anthony says the parents told the police they didn't want to cooperate with the Josh Giddey situation.
Oh.
But the NBA,
But they got a lawyer. The parents got a top-notch lawyer, though.
But we've seen people be accused of things in the NBA and still get punished. Did dude ever get punished? Because the allegations was out there, and there's video proof that something was going on. So did he get punished? Karl Malone did his dirt in the 80s, so he was able to get away with it.
They went after Bill Cosby for some 70s shit.
Right.
But see, here's the thing. Bill Cosby at one point was unapologetically black.
Right,
and Karl Malone was basically a good old boy who played in Utah.
Yeah, exactly. He played in Utah. Exactly.
Man.
Yeah.
Mark Anthony says the fact the NBA didn't take action is ludicrous, because with other players, there's been allegations, and then no charges get filed, and the NBA still punish them.
Because that's their image. This one was, I want to see you got a pilgrim.
It's obviously a double standard.
Oh, true. For sure.
Imagine if Ja Morant right now got seen with an underage chick, and she on video talking about this my boyfriend. You'd never see Ja Morant shoot a basketball ever, like not even in the park.
They'd be like, you can't even play 2K, nigga. Put that shit up. No PlayStation, nigga. None of that.
He pick up the controller, and Adam Silver then will walk through the door and be like, well,
we mean no games, nigga. You suspended from everything. You can't even play dominoes, nigga. No games, nigga. Nothing.
Right. Because you might say bucket, or you might say the word score.
Go meditate somewhere. But it's a code.
Shout out to John Moran. He came back from all that, and now he's out for the season.
I thought that was mighty interesting. The timing of all that.
Put it you like this. I remember when I was a youngster, and I would sometimes be around the OGs, and I was still a teenager, and Joe Montana supposedly had back surgery, was out for some weeks, and then came back and threw for like 400 some yards. And the scuttlebutt always was that he was actually suspended for dope or something like that, and they played it off like they punished him, but they played it off. Same thing with
leagues do that type of shit.
yeah, you know, same thing with Michael Jordan. The NBA was gonna suspend him for gambling, and his father came up dead, so it looked bad, so he retired. You know what I'm saying? He retired.
Right
Then
there.
when shit died down.
down.
Because a lot of people don't remember how the whole shit went down.
Trip on that.
I remember.
There was a dude who got caught up in a federal drug case,
I
right?
was too young to think about that conspiracy possibility.
But see, there was a dude who got caught up in a federal drug case, right? He got indicted. They ran in dude's house, this and that, right? And in dude's possessions was he had $50,000 checks from Michael Jordan, and it was like, damn, is Michael Jordan funding your shit? Like this dude was running a dope ring all through the South, and you got money like proof. Here's money. Here's checks from Michael Jordan. What's this about? And then that's when dude was like, well, me and Jordan be gambling on the golf course. He ain't got nothing to do with my drug case. But of course the feds was trying to link it because imagine the headlines if you brought Michael Jordan in on racketeering.
Right.
So it go to the NBA. The NBA like, man, this dude's convicted drug dealer. You out here gambling with him, making side bets, writing checks. This shit is just sloppy. We want to take some action. And then Jordan's father dies. Now, a lot of people try to tie the conspiracy that Jordan's father some kind of way got killed over the gambling. No, they convicted the dudes over. The dudes robbed him, right? But the shit went down at the same time too that it just looked bad.
Yeah.
And David Stern was gonna hit him with the hammer, and the boy retired. And then they see the ratings go down to the point where shit, come on back, blood. Come on back. Let's make something crack.
I hear you.
But you know, but you know, that's a lot of things. Sometimes real shit happen, and then people throw the conspiracy angle in there, and then shit get all cloudy. But you know,
what do y'all think about sports and gambling? Do y'all think that it's athletes involved with setting up games?
Hell yeah. Sports is a farce.
I mean, there's certain
That's
things.
why I don't gamble on sports.
Like for instance, UNLV. Like I said last week, UNLV wasn't trying to throw no games, but they definitely was trying to control the point spread. And somebody dribbled the ball out of bounds, and Duke hit a couple miracle threes, and all of a sudden they fucking lost. But they wasn't trying to lose to Duke, but they was definitely. And then pictures came out. There was a Boston College. There was a dude who fixed games against Boston College. And then the pictures came out where they was in the hot tub together. They was partners with Dude. Dude had already went to the feds for fixing games, and UNLV tried to fix the games. They wasn't trying to lose them, but they definitely was trying to control the spread, and they were so good that they was able to do it pretty easily. And people would just think the other team just played them tough. And then there was the dude from Arizona State who was missing jumpers and doing all kinds of shit. So, you know, but I knew a dude. He was my godbrother's roommate at UCLA. His name was Carlton Gray. And he ended up being, he started for Seattle at corner, and he played for Kansas City at corner. He ended up owning a casino, $130,000. And the casinos give you what's called markers, where you gamble like that. And then you can be like, all right, I'm out. He's an NFL player. So they like, you got a few days. Give us the money. He started dodging them. They actually called the NFL on him. It was like, man, this dude owes $130,000. He dodging us. What the league did was snatch. The league literally snatched some of Blood's signing bonus and paid it off quietly. Because here's the thing. And Carlton Gray, you can look him up. He was a cornerback for UCLA, and he's a second-round draft pick. But the logic was what they told his agent was, if the word gets out that this man is 6 figures in debt to gamblers, and there's suddenly a pass interference on Sunday, or he misses the route and the wide receiver goes, there's nowhere in the world motherfuckers ain't gonna say this shit wasn't fixed. And they quietly sat him down. They snatched part of his signing bonus, and then he got released in the off season and couldn't even get a workout with nobody else.
Right.
And his half brother made it to the NBA. Remember Todd Day?
Yep.
They played with Arkansas. They was half brothers, Carlton Gray and Todd Day. But to my knowledge, Carlton didn't throw no games. He didn't fix no games. None of that. But the fault that he was in debt. Now you get something, you get a penalty.
Think about it. We've all seen games where you just like, you see somebody that's you used to seeing them perform at a certain level.
Yeah.
And they just.
But maybe it's just an off night.
Right.
I can get that sometimes, because we human. But sometimes it's like, wait a minute.
But so I know.
I give you a prime example, real quick.
Okay.
Now this was Cam Newton was playing one time. And I ain't saying he took nothing to nothing. I'm not saying
when he
that.
dive on the ball,
Right here.
he hesitated, and that's against your nature.
The ball right here.
I will admit, it looked funny.
I was like,
it definitely looked funny. You remember that play you talking about?
I don't.
It was
It
a
looked
fumble.
funny.
I'll have to
The ball right there. It's like,
I'm
the ball.
trying to think.
He could have grabbed the ball. He hesitated. He almost stepped back. Then it's like he thought about it, but then it was too late, and it was like, a lot of people was questioning. Some people said questioning his heart, but some people was like, man, that was so convenient. You know? Put you like this, in boxing, there was a white dude named Peter McNeely. And they brought him in to fight Tyson. And it was just supposed to be a showcase against Tyson. Everybody knew Tyson was gonna blow dude out. But Vegas had the over under at 90 seconds. Suddenly millions came in on Peter McNeely. McNeely goes out there and he's actually trying to brawl with Tyson. And at 89 seconds, his manager, even though McNeely wasn't hurt, his manager stepped in the ring and waved the towel at 89 seconds. All the money that went in on the under 90 seconds.
89.
And then,
and they
literally,
made sure they would look at the shit like,
right.
Whoa.
And he stepped in. But not only did he step in, Peter McNeely's manager was literally never seen again. He never managed no other fighters. He was never seen again in public. They literally walked off. Now, of course, Peter McNeely was going to lose to Mike Tyson.
Right.
But the money was on him losing in less than 90 seconds. And dude stepped in at 89 seconds. Or even when Tyson fought Bruce Seldon. And Bruce Seldon went down in the first round, and they showed the replay, and the punch that Tyson landed that put him down actually didn't connect.
Yeah, sorry.
He was already going down. Tyson threw the right, and he actually missed him. So some people were saying that he was scared, but there was other people that were saying that blood came to throw the fight, so he said, fuck it. And he didn't even make it look good. Like, since he was going to throw the fight anyway, he didn't even bother to even take a lick. And go down.
100 and something million, I might duck a little.
But I'm just saying though, is that a lot of people, when it comes to sports and gambling, there's a lot of plays that.
So the whole thing about gambling is that gambling was built on corruption and the mafia and the mob.
Right.
Let's just keep it 100, all right? No knock.
That's why Pete Rose still ain't in the Hall of Fame.
But what I will say is, I've had a friend of mine who's played in the league for several years in the NBA, and when I asked him about it, he said, hell no, we don't be doing that shit. Like, every shot, every opportunity we get is for our legacy, right? So, but who's to say? I'm not holding that as gold because, you know,
Well, plus it's
Because
hard to keep a
everybody's
secret.
not privy, right?
Right.
I'm not privy to everything. You're not privy, and you can't tell every player in the league like, okay, we about to do this tonight, right?
Well,
So it don't go down like that.
but the flip side.
But
to
he
that is
just
like,
said that. He said, "Hell no."
But the
So-
flip side of that, that's how the boy from Arizona State had got called up.
Because each person that knew about it started lacing other people.
Right.
Like this and that. And it got to the point where suddenly
There was a random game like Arizona State against Weber State, like some irrelevant shit. Like it was some like a completely
Yeah.
irrelevant game, and then the Vegas books looked up, and people was throwing millions on this game from all across the country,
Right.
and they pulled the game off the board because when there's suspicious activity like that,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
because they not stupid.
Right.
Why would
That's the mind.
Why would
That's the
millions
real
of
mind.
dollars start going in on a game, Arizona State and some big sky school on a Wednesday night? No one gives
Yeah.
a fuck about that game.
Listen, that's the real
So they
mind.
snatched
not going
it,
for that, blood.
And they notified the NCAA like, hey, it's some because that's a red flag. Why would all these people be betting? But everybody who was in on it, because like
Too
this,
much.
if I know a for sure thing, like I know Arizona State up by 7, and I know they're not gonna cover, and I know it for a fact, because somebody done laced me like, man, they got dude. I'm gonna tell y'all, go on that bet app, put everything you got on this. And so Vegas snatched the game down. They started reviewing several of the games on other games that the Arizona State didn't cover the spread, and Blood was out there fucking up. Turnovers, unforced turnovers, missing shots, and they was like, it's him. And they investigated him. His name was Hideki Smith. And he went from potential draft choice. He ended up playing in Europe, but they never proved him. Because a couple of his teammates confessed, yeah, we was in on it. He denied it all the way, like, no. But the NBA never gave him a look. But the bottom line is that he was definitely point shaving. So I don't think that just this one random dude from Arizona State was the only dude that was doing this.
I don't know. Just like the NBA ref shit with the one ref
Against the Kings and Lakers.
Oh, that shit. Oh, dude, that was ridiculous. And I
Dude
was
went to
rooting
the
for the
feds.
Lakers. I was rooting for the Lakers then too, but I was like, motherfuckers down 20.
Yeah.
Ori.
But them games was. I don't know if any players was in on it, but the ref definitely was
Totally.
janky.
Exactly. This is what I mean. Don't get me wrong. I love sports, but
Not enough to bet on because
I
you
will
don't know.
never bet.
It's like betting on WWE.
Exactly. You never know. Sports is a farce. It's all the distraction to keep us entertained and deal with our emotions, endorphins, and all that. Anyway.
But I mean, what they do back in the Roman days, they had the
Yeah,
gladiator
gladiators.
games.
Exactly. Feed them. Let them
Since
feed
the
the cake.
beginning of time, it's always been some type of.
You want to entertain the peasants? Have a big festival. Have somebody get eat by a lion, and they be cool. And give them a couple free meals,
Exactly.
and they feeling good. Then about 6-7 months later, when they get restless again, you announce some more games.
Exactly. And the whole time we doing some other shit.
Yeah.
All this shit is to keep you distracted from what's going on. Like y'all know, y'all be paying attention to this election shit.
That shit is buffoonery. I seen a person put a thing up and said, man, it's 300-some million people in America. These two dudes is the absolute peak, and they had Trump up there and Biden. Like, this is
crazy. It's really nuts.
Yo,
It's getting so bad to where I don't even care no more, blood.
That's
yeah, because it's gonna be janky either
That's the
way.
point.
Really,
It's getting retarded, blood. Like you got one nigga that's just gonna be up
it's
here,
the Truman Show.
not passing no laws,
Yeah.
just derailing people and kicking them out, and then you got one dude that's passing hella laws but just doing weird shit.
it's wild and like either way, it's like man.
Yeah.
You got two thugs.
You got two thugs.
But this is what y'all do. Y'all tighten up y'all expenses. Y'all make
Please.
sure you don't spend
Listen.
up frivolous shit. Invest in you some real estate. Make sure you get weaponry. Make sure you protect yourself. Don't allow leeches.
And food supply.
man,
Yeah.
listen.
Grow your own
Get
shit.
your family and
It's
keep them tight.
I'm not no conspiracy theorist. Never have been.
Mm-hmm.
But the facts is, it's about to get even worse.
Yes.
This is, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican,
Me, you,
but what I will say is
Mr.
that
Melanated Man.
I do feel bad for Biden as a president because he walked into
A
a
mess.
situation where he had a president who put on $7 trillion worth of debt out of our 37. That's damn near a fourth, about a fifth
Mm-hmm.
um, of the debt, and then
Chinese.
he's being blamed for it.
Sober up.
Okay,
Yeah.
giving away all the free money and the PPE loans. Now both of them had to deal with the pandemic. I'll give them all that. Whatever, that's fine. At the end of the day, you had a Putin trying to take over Ukraine,
Oh yeah.
which Ukraine is one of the biggest. They produce the most grain and wheat to the whole nation. I mean, excuse me, to the whole country. I mean, world rather. Excuse me. They produce all this, so that's gonna fuck up the economy as a whole because we don't think about grain and wheat as anything as Americans, but that's big to most third world countries, right? You
Mhm.
got that situation going on.
You gotta make your flour.
You got the fact that
You
we
can damn
had
near live
all,
off of it.
we had all this money given away. Um, now, uh, North Korea is basically saying, "Shit, we seen what Putin can do. The United States, they can't stop everybody. It's like a fight going on, and it's five of us, and we brawling, and you see, shit, you got 6, 7 dudes. You like, well, they
Right.
can't fight all of us. So now, what it's looking like as of today is that North Korea is basically like, shit, we about to get in on, we about to take this South Korea shit while everybody is distracted.
They can't.
No, they can't.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. My daughter was in Army. Well, I probably should. The fuck is she out now? My daughter was in Army intelligence. And remember when dude from North Korea was testing missiles and all that, and was shooting them and this and that?
Yeah, all the time.
And I said to her, I'm like, man, y'all better do something about blood. Because blood over there kind of hyphy.
Yeah.
And she said, what she did say, there's nothing that can be done to stop him. However, what's been stopping them so far is that they have a
Concept called mutually assured destruction.
Mhm.
She said, that's the term.
Mm.
She said, there's so many U.S. missiles that's in South Korea that if blood did come, he can destroy North Korea. Said, but, I mean, he could destroy South Korea.
Mm-hmm.
Said, but if he were to destroy South Korea, he would be destroyed as well.
Yeah.
There would be no, she said, there would be no Korea.
Mm-hmm.
Because the U.S. has
Yeah. No
US
job,
has-
no career.
U.S. has so many missiles
Mhm.
actually pointed at them, and they got ships, they got nuclear subs that are off the shore. They said that the only reason why I said dude's a maniac.
Yeah, right.
Said this dude's an actual
Well, he
maniac.
was raised like that.
And they saying, but the only reason why he flexes, he sends these missiles, but the only reason why he doesn't act is because he knows that
That's a wrap.
if he was to destroy South Korea, which he could do, she said he has the capabilities because they're right there. They separated by a fence. That we would also wipe him out. Like it's called mutually
protect.
Well, okay,
it's called mutually assured destruction. Like you are assured
right.
that if you destroy this, you will be destroyed within 30 minutes.
Right.
No, but that's the misconception, though. So the misconception is that he's gonna shoot rockets. See, that's what Putin did. He's not. Putin could have just shot rockets and blew them up. Instead, what he's doing, they had a drone leader on TV today saying that I killed 70 dudes with drones. They showing the videos on CNN, MSNBC, and all of that. They blowing these fools up. He said I killed 70. It's 70 more in line that I'm killing. So
You talking about troop
Kim
wise?
Jong Un is not going to shoot rockets and blow shit up. He's just going to invade the shit, and it's all the shits on satellite. Him putting everything right there. He's getting ready.
Yeah, but he ain't ready for that fight, and that's
No,
also
he is
why.
ready.
And that's also why China has never took Taiwan, even though they always threaten them and sometimes they fly them because they know if they actually were to invade Taiwan, all the U.S. forces in Guam and that's in Guam, Singapore, and the Philippines
No, so what the issue is
would meet their aggression.
So how it works is if I go attack, if I start swinging on him, let's say it's a female sitting on his lap. I like that analogy.
I like that analogy too.
Right. That's a
Female
cool
sitting on his
analogy.
lap.
We love the
Now
big booty
I'm the
chicks.
brother.
Mm-hmm.
Now some niggas come in swinging and they knock the girl down on his lap. Now I'm finna bang on him because
Right.
I'm like that's my sister. You was trying to swing at him, but you knocked her out. You know what I mean? But maybe that's not the best analogy.
Yeah.
But the point I'm trying to make is that
She's not on his lap. She's standing by him.
right. So the thing is, it ain't, bro. This shit is about to get ugly, man.
True.
It's about
But
to
we
get
are
ugly.
I will
so
say-
strong. America is so strong, though, is that we could fight several wars at one point.
But no,
At the
the
end of the
problem with that
Because if we
is-
do jump off, let's say if
we
we
have
do
to
jump
get-
off the porch, we ain't jumping. If America was rolled up their
man.
sleeves and be
you
like,
got the Marjorie Taylor Greens and all them talking
but
about
if it was really
pull
going
the
down,
money from Ukraine. Fuck that. We don't want no money to Ukraine. You
But-
got our Congress is so divided.
you know we're
See,
not by ourselves though. We
but you
got
have to
Canada, England,
we
all
still
them is
have
gonna
to
swing
vote.
when we swing.
we still have to vote on our moves, and the problem with that
Problem
is we have factions within our Congress, right? So we
That's
have
damn near working for Putin.
yeah. So you have factions in our. You see, the Republicans can't even figure out who the hell is going to be the Speaker of the House. Now we got this debt thing.
They
coming.
gotta ask Putin who he wants to be the speaker.
Now we got the fucking debt shit we gotta pass. That's about to go the same way.
But if it comes down to blows, a motherfucker will be crazy. Just like look
They
at Barbara
are
Lee
crazy,
when
bro.
motherfucking America was finna go smack up Afghanistan and said Barbara Lee said, "Nah, I ain't with it."
That's not the
Ooh,
same.
they
group of
hated her.
people. This is not the same group of people running the country. You have a bunch of nutcases in Congress right now, bro.
Taylor
Period.
Greene and Bober, what's the other one? Marjorie Bird Taylor
And
Greene.
the other dude, what's
I-
his name?
I just wish I didn't have so much child support and back taxes, because I know I could go move out there and end up in Congress.
Bro, I'm telling you, dude.
See, they'll smut my name so bad that would be. But if I could go back and tell myself,
They don't want
Don't get
no
on no
money.
this
They
and
don't
that.
want to give up no money for Ukraine. They don't want to give up no money for nothing else. They talk
Right.
about y'all need to deal with the borders here, but then when they put up bills to deal with the borders, they don't want to vote for it because they don't want to give Biden a pass.
right, like that, he got it under
Like he
control.
gotta win.
Right.
So it's like I'm
So
just
those
sitting
votes.
on the outside looking like I'm not a Democrat
This is
or
the
Republican,
definition
but
of
can you still
stupidity.
help? Like we need help. Like this shit is crazy.
You know what this is the definition of? I will literally cut this fucking nose off.
Despite my face. Exactly.
I don't know what to believe, bro. This shit's wild, bro.
The thing about it though is that
But-
realistically, is there anybody who could come in and turn it around?
Yeah.
You know, like is there some magical man who could become president who could turn it around?
No,
like
there's not. That's the problem. It's too divided, man. It's become
So
a.
should we get our passports?
It's
Should we
become.
move to Ghana?
It's
I already
be-
got my passport. I've
Listen.
been at it.
It's become a
I got
fucking.
stamps.
Humble brag. Been at it.
Yeah, I've been at it. You know what I'm saying?
It's just become
We be moving the shit, you
a war of
know. Be
no.
underwater. in a
An
bunker.
internal war of no end result.
Hey, we should really build bunkers. We really should put some wells on our land. We really should. Realistically, put it like this: I ain't no conspiracy dude, but I often be thinking, man, a cat really should have 6 months of beans and rice and water
You should.
sitting up in
You always
this joint
should. You never know what's going
with
to happen.
with portable generators, plenty of 1,000 rounds of ammo at least, and you know, and
6,000.
see what it do.
Just,
You know, I worked for him. We went over there and flicked the switch. We hear burn. He came out like, "How long you guys gonna be out here for?" It's good. All right, I'm good for like forever.
Oh, he's in a bunker.
Exactly.
No, but he had his own generator.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was ready. He had his own electricity.
So
Like,
when the shit shut down,
he was good.
He was
Just
good. He wasn't
good.
even tripping. He
Same
was like,
thing.
all right.
Everybody with them electric cars
Yes,
and this cold weather snap. Them charging stations ain't gonna work in fucking the blizzard.
Or there's
Motherfuckers
an
gonna be
EMP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
EMP go, you ain't going nowhere.
But
You
my
know,
thing is,
Keep
my
thinking
thing
y'all
is this.
saving the planet.
what I feel sorry though for a lot of our brothers and sisters is because of the economic disparities and stuff like that. Realistically, if society was to begin to collapse, or if it was to collapse, so many of our people are so unprepared.
But you know
Cats
what?
don't even got enough in the refrigerator to last a week, let alone.
But
months.
you know what's the cold part about
If
it?
you can't make grits from scratch,
Yeah.
the world is not made for you.
You know what the coldest part about it is? It sounds so crazy and so far fetched. But do y'all remember when niggas was getting knocked out over toilet paper? Cause I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when niggas was getting knocked out over cases of water, toilet paper, Pampers, formula.
Oh
like
yeah.
literally
Yeah.
getting knocked. So while we just saying random shit, like this is actually shows us how unprepared we really are. So if Kim Jong Un shoots a nuclear bomb at Tracy or Stockton, it's gonna fuck up everything around, and people are gonna be fucking up, dude.
I hate to admit it, but I need my type 2 medicine to live. So if society would be collapsing, one of the things, cause you know I got the deep freeze, I got some shit prepared.
Yeah.
But if somebody, one of y'all hit me and said, "Hey, blood, it's not a drill. Society is really collapsing," I would go to Walgreens and I might fuck around and pop somebody if I got to, cause I got to have that medicine.
Listen,
So I'm gonna go in there, bitch, and other people might be in there trying to get perks and Darkos, but I'm gonna be like, man, where's the Jardians? This a year supply right here. Any motherfucker try to stop me? Because I gotta have it. I'm gonna have to have this to live.
Right.
listen.
You know?
If you ain't learned nothing from the pandemic and
That was a test
second
run.
and Katrina first,
But wasn't people going crazy?
if you didn't learn nothing from Katrina and the pandemic, you lacking. I'm gonna tell you that because at Katrina, all hell broke loose.
People
Like-
was looting stores, and then people would sock up the people that was looting the stores and take their shit.
Right. Niggas stealing TVs and don't even have no power.
Ain't no power.
Don't even have no
I was
power.
stealing
What
groceries.
you gonna do? Like a big ass etch a sketch? You gonna drone and shit?
Like
But
literally,
you know, I mean,
I'm looting the food section. I
But
don't even
not
want
only
perishable
that,
shit. I need beans, rice.
not only that, the raping.
That's the
lawlessness.
extra unnecessary shit.
That's
Exactly.
but that's
It was in the
what happened,
Superdome
though.
gang raping.
That's some
But
hoe
just
shit.
think,
That's some
that was.
coward shit.
But see, here goes the thing.
But that's real.
That was
though.
only that was only 2-3 days of a collapse, and shit went to complete barbarians.
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine a month of that shit.
Yeah.
Like a month of a month of
So
just
you literally
pure
stand
no-
out there like you put up a fence around your shit. You put up a sign: trespass to get shot. And anybody
What
that's
this
coming
young
in
listen,
here, you snipe 'em.
The realistic. Listen, I could tell you for 100% fact that I know as being an emergency responder, the police, the paramedics, EMTs, whatever the hell you want to call them, nobody's ready for not having no power, not having no water, and no food for more than a day or two. After that, all hell is gonna break loose, bro.
And you gonna
And
start
I'm
murdering.
not-
Y'all
and
gonna start literally murdering your
This is
neighbors.
not no conspiracy theory, bro.
It's
This
real
has
talk.
been proven in Katrina. Like this is literally like niggas are literally fucking dying and killing each other. Whoever had the
Over
biggest
bottled water.
guns wins.
Hey,
Like I run up on you,
do you know
you
how to
got
filter
water
your
in your
water?
car.
No.
You know how to filter water?
I don't.
Oh, I'm badly
Creek?
unprepared.
I'm
So I was a Boy Scout, so always be prepared. We learn shit. You know, you out there, you know what berries to eat and which ones not to touch. Poison ivy, poison ivy.
No, I wouldn't
all
know.
that shit. See, y'all could be joking.
And
They know
unfortunately,
your shit. Because
I
when
can
there's
Google it.
when there's no hey, when you
Until my
have
phone
to that
dies.
EMP you hit, you ain't gonna know. You
but
ain't
here's
gonna
the
have it.
thing: I'm
But
a
it's in
good
the
human
book.
being. I'm a really good human being.
But listen to me. Let me tell you something. Let me give you say we in a situation where it's all bad and you come across a body of water and you don't see frogs in that water.
That means it's bad.
Yeah.
Well,
How
here's
long you gotta wait?
Nah,
they should be there chilling.
if there's frogs in water, remember frogs are impressionable to their environment. So if the water is bad, there won't be frogs won't be in it.
But I'm just saying, if I'm starving and I run up on a body of water,
But not saying
No,
that
no,
the
boil
water
it, right?
can't be good.
Alright,
We
nigga.
can boil it, right?
Boil is one thing, but then
you
there's
gotta have fire. for that.
sand, there's
got
gravel. There's a way to make a filter out of a water bottle that you pour water in the top and it trickles down, and by the time it gets to the bottom, it'll be filtered. There's things you can do.
I ain't even gonna lie. You know what my plan would be if
I'm
society
drinking
was
yak.
to collapse. If
It's water
society
and
was
yak.
to collapse tomorrow, probably by on Monday, I would find people that has forged, and then I would shoot them and take their shit.
See, that's that bullshit.
No, not for myself, but I mean, I got all. I
What's
mean,
the
if it was
problem?
just a matter of me, I'd be like, fuck
Nigga
it.
gonna
I'm
be
just
like, hello? Oh, it's Pharaoh at the door.
no,
Oh,
no.
shit.
Let me clarify.
Nigga, stay outside.
For me, I would climb in apple trees and try to survive. But y'all met my two granddaughters,
you
right?
need grubs.
You met my two granddaughters, right?
Yeah.
If they're hungry and it's this, that, and blood over here got it,
He
I'm
might
gonna knock
want
him
to share
down
it,
and
but
I'm
why you
gonna
gotta
knock
do
him
that? He might want
because
to
I
share
need
it,
it all for them.
but he might share.
I'm willing to
But he
starve
got-
to death and be like, damn, I was a dumbass and not prepared. But I'm
Yeah,
not
but
gonna
you
let.
gotta
But I'm not
figure-
gonna let. I'm not gonna let them starve to
But
death.
of
That's
course,
why you
the
teach
logic,
them how
but
to
the logic behind what you're saying is that
hunt fish.
in real life,
You
what
ain't
you're
finna
saying-
let yours starve either.
No, but
Ain't gonna
no,
starve,
but
but I'm
what you're
gonna-
saying is that you I know you not gonna just come with an axe and hack the nigga head off. You gonna be like, all right, bro, what's happening?
starting
Like,
to
and if the
purge
nigga
shit.
like,
No, let me
"Yeah,
have that.
I got
Let me
wa-
have that."
I got water. I got water, but you can't have none. That's when you gonna get the hacking heads off. But it ain't gonna just be
No,
like,
let me have that. Let me have that. Cause I was picturing myself being this
a savage.
dressed in all black, showing up, D-boy niggas out they shit.
Okay,
No,
so
come on.
realistically,
But realistically, I'm not gonna let them starve.
But realistically,
get that, but-
realistically, all reports are saying that North Korea has set up the same type of stance that Putin did when he invaded Ukraine. So that's what it's looking like is going to happen because he figures that the U.S. is tied up in so many different things. They have a bunch of wild ass
distracted.
fucking what
Congress
what did
people.
Bill Mayer say? He said Congress is filled up with so much white trash. That's what he said. A white man
Well,
said
that Taylor Green and that other chick that voted, like, I'm like, people really showed up and voted for them? Like, oh, this is who I want represent me in Congress? Like, you gotta be crazy.
But you got to think, a lot of them people live in the same kind of environment that Ahmaud Arbery was killed at, where you're running through yards and fields, and it's not highly condensed. And then to the whole point about Bosa is they've been raised up around people who are non-black and who think that we should be slaves.
Okay.
Woo.
That's Deep Talk, y'all, tonight.
I'm just
Appreciate
saying.
everybody tuning in. It's gonna be a wet weekend, so we gonna
Unfortunately.
hope,
But you know
hopefully
what? I
everybody
have
be
no
safe
fucking
this
plans,
weekend.
so I can stay inside all
Out here.
weekend.
I don't. I'm going
weekend.
to the game,
I got shit to do.
and if I lose,
That's how you know he balling, because them tickets is out of
I'll
control.
see y'all.
Nah, you know, if you write the Demon, you get season tickets to the Niner game.
Really?
Great America. Yeah, you write the Demon, yeah, you get season
Is
tickets.
Great America still open? I thought they was closing that shit down.
Nah, that's what's funding the Niners.
Oh,
It's Great America. That's how you-
okay.
that's how you
I'm
get
not
season
sure if
tickets.
this is jokes or not, so.
That's how you get in.
It's gotta be bullshit.
You gotta go to Great America
Expensive ass
to go to the
tickets.
Niner game.
Because the line that to get on the Demon would stretch from Great America damn near to San Francisco.
Hey, that's
Back
what
in
they
the
do.
day, now
They do it
that
at
shit
night.
is like a 5 nigga wait.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get tickets to the game, fuck it.
Now ain't nobody.
I
get
ain't
on
like
there,
Niners,
they
but
get
if
on
I'll
that
ride down there to Great America and ride
Look.
this fucking Demon, even in the rain, if I'm gonna get tickets to the game.
Okay. We ain't going.
You know what?
It's a great weekend of sports, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in to the sports this weekend. What else is going on? We got
Danielle Monique is having a filmmakers mixer tomorrow, and over by in North Oakland. So if
Okay.
y'all know Danielle, if y'all know Danielle Monique, go in on and hit her up if you'd like to attend. It's tomorrow from 5 to 7.
Okay, 2 hours.
Yep. And make sure y'all tune in. Follow me, Camouflage, KAMMFLAGE, at Instagram. Um, Jay Stalin has a bunch of events going on this week. This is his birthday
Actually, can I
weekend.
buy,
Shout out
can
to
I
the
buy a
homie.
bottle of that wine from him directly?
I need
sure.
some of that.
And also, this upcoming week is Fab Week.
Fab week, yeah.
Yes.
It's his
Shout out
birthday
to
week.
Fab.
So go to Fab's page. Just type in FAB. Y'all see all the stuff he got going on. His
You
Instagram
got the bowling.
every day. It's so much stuff
You
going
got
on.
the
I can't
skating
even
ring.
keep up with
Yeah.
it. It's gonna be videos getting shot.
It's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
big.
so much stuff going on this weekend. Y'all tap in.
Y'all be safe. Pharaoh, what you tell them they can find you at?
Oh man, you can find me at Farrell Films across the board. Just type that in and hey, I'll be around. Or you can look in the mirror and say my name 3 times and I'll appear.
Boom.
Like Candyman.
Yeah. And I'm Deshaun. You can find me on Instagram, Cognac_Confessionals. Facebook, Cognac Confessionals. And as always, you can find me where? In your bitch dreams. Why? Because that's where I reside.
Oh.
Just joking. Humbly not. Seriously. But no, thank y'all for tuning in. Subscribe to the YouTube page, Facebook, like, share, subscribe, share the shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep this shit going. We got some next few shows. We got some nice guests lined up for y'all. Some good stuff. February we're gonna have the Love, Sex, and Intimacy show. We bringing that back. I'm working on the guests for that show. I got something nice lined up for us when we do that show. But as usual, now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends. Hey, catch y'all next week. Be safe. Take care of each other. And
Next week we got Tiffany Huff,
yeah,
author and model.
right. At the top.